Are you considering relocating to the Wisconsin area today? We're going to have the top 4 things you need to know. I've got special guest Kristen Ambos with Guaranteed Rate today, and we're going to be covering the top 4 things if you're looking to relocate that you're not thinking about. Number 1, employment requirements. Kristen, please educate me because I know I've explained this to a bunch of out-of-towners. I'd love to hear it right from you.
Biggest one. So when I'm talking to clients who are moving into Wisconsin from out of state, one of their very first questions is, what do I need for job requirements? And the truth is, if you're relocating and you can work remote, nothing. We can use your job. We can use all your income that you have and have had, which is great. We will verify that you can work remotely. So we know that you're you're for sure going to do that. If you are planning to move here and then find a job, you would have to rent first before you do, because we need to have a job in hand. Now, if you're going to move here and you have a job offer letter where you're starting that new job within 60 days, we can use that job offer letter and you can buy a house as long as your start date for employment is within 60 days of closing on that home. So those are your 3 big ones, whether we can use your job now, whether you don't have a job at all and have to find one, or you do have a job, you just haven't started yet, we could use that job offer letter.
And I always explain to people that are relocating to our area that you want to talk to a lender, have a game plan before you even come here.
Yes.
Before you do anything with your job, talk to a local mortgage expert. Number 2, let's talk about that one. Property taxes in Wisconsin.
Yeah, so this is a big surprise to a lot of people, is that Wisconsin is one of the highest property taxed states in the country. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. So that's always a big, eye opener for people. However, once we start talking about the actual cost of living, the price of housing as compared to other states and things like that, they usually, take back and go, oh, I can buy twice the house for half the money here. Then the taxes aren't a big deal. However, they are a lot higher than most other states. So it's just something you want to be cognizant of, because that would be part of your qualifying debt to income ratio, is what those taxes and insurance would be.
Number 3, let's talk about marital property.
Yes. So Wisconsin is a marital property state. What that means to you coming in from other states that maybe are not is that you can't purchase a property without your spouse on it. However, if you go to ever refinance it, that spouse would have to come on. Now, that's on the conventional side. If you're looking at using a government finance loan, we can still do it in one name. However, we have to use household debts, which means married, we would need that spouse's debts in order to qualify for the mortgage in total. So you'd want to make sure that you know what you're doing and that you have your debts in line, really, in order to qualify for a home on the household versus the individual.
Number 4, out-of-state mortgage companies. Let's talk about that.
This one's huge. It has been huge for a long time, but it's something you definitely want to think about. Wisconsin, although we are higher in tax states, we're very low and almost the lowest in the country on closing costs. So a lot of other out-of-town lenders don't know, or other out-of-state lenders don't realize that, and they charge an exponential amount for closing costs. I'm doing a second opinion for one today as we speak. Wisconsin's closing costs are typically without any points, any taxes or insurance, escrows, anything like that, but just your true closing costs, your underwriting, appraisal, title fees, notary fees, things to that nature. Those are typically somewhere between $2,600 and $2,800 in the state. You're going to see them very similar from lender to lender because they are so low. Where another state, like I'm looking at a good faith estimate today, an out-of-state lender is charging almost $10,000 for all those same fees because they don't understand how our closing costs work. So that can be a big change to what you either qualify for or what you need for closing to come into closing costs with. And that may be the difference if you have appraisal gap money or not, which is such a huge point in offering things these days.
Absolutely. And just being able to work with somebody locally. I know that I've run into some scenarios where great people, out-of-state lenders, however, they weren't familiar with that we don't have termites, and we're actually requiring very, very specific things that we don't even deal with in our area. I think it's always best to consider somebody locally, and really appreciate you with us today, Kristen, covering the top 4 things. And if you're relocating to Wisconsin, Kristen, myself and my team would be happy to help you along that journey, get you set up for success. And I will have Kristen's information below where you can contact her, and you can start searching on our website that you're on right now.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Greg. Appreciate it.